Hey, what's going on, guys? Fico here, and I'm officially doing my very first video with the Scarlett 2i2 audio interface from Focusrite. I got the Focusrite Scarlett Studio, so I'm kind of sort of working on getting sort of like a product overview of it, but I just want to test it out so that I can show you what I'm doing so far. So I don't know, but I am so hyped with this thing, and I honestly cannot wait. So I decided to do something a little different here today. This is something that I kind of sort of wanted to try out. I started doing it in video form, but I figured it'd be a little more personal if you just heard me just talking about it. So this is what I called investigating true gaming. Now, I'm not a person that frequents Reddit all that often, and frankly, Reddit is a Gordian knot of bullshit. I mean, you can find a ton of great things. Victaru tells me that Reddit is like the greatest thing since sliced bread. I honestly wish I could believe him, but it's just such a mess. I do go in there once and twice in a while. It's just that me to get what I need, I've got tons of other places to go. So, it's sort of different. But there is a place called True Gaming, and it's a place where people have these discussions about gaming, but not about gaming news, but sort of like they bring a topic and like just over the top, like says advances in FPS netcode. Why did Sierra use trial and error gameplay so heavily? Getting back to basics with video game guns, sort of things like that. And there's actually one that I saw just now that I want to do, but there is actually one that I want to do first. So this one, what I do is I look at the True Gaming subreddit, I pick a topic, and instead of submitting my request like down below in Reddit and I answer, I just kind of view the topic, and then after that I answer the question and the best of my abilities. So today I'm going to talk about one that was submitted by Xiao Down, Xiao Down, and he submitted about 2 hours ago, or she submitted 2 hours ago. And the question is, what games do you want to go back and finish? What games do you have no regrets about finishing? Was having a discussion with some friends and this topic came up. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I have my list, but I'll post it in a document copied from said discussion. As always, these are opinions. Don't be mad or downvote if someone crucifies your favoritist game ever. So, shout down. I'm going to answer this question by simply just going through the most recent ones. Games that I want to go back and finish. I want to go back and finish Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins is a game that the combat mechanics and it sort of just kind of threw me out of the game. I come from gaming from like things like Mass Effect. I played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So I am familiar with a lot of BioWare's games. The mechanics in Dragon Age Origins, however, were sort of kind of going against me. And seriously, I tried playing that game and, well, I just found it that I had to turn the difficulty all the way down to the very basic one. The story is very fascinating. However, every time I run into this area, I just find it just difficult and frustrating because I have to constantly manage my characters, have to tell them, oh, don't hit him after a certain percentage, go back away, take a health. And sometimes, according to at least what my friend Ann tells me, not all the time these work. So I'm like, oh, okay, I would love if I could make my the actions for all of them just kind of work, but they don't work. So she's just like, oh, well, then just go do it manually. Just go, take your character, back them away. True story, I was stuck in the first freaking part when I had just become a Grey Warden. I was about to become a Grey Warden. I don't remember. It's very early in the game. I go to sound this bell or like light a beacon. It was a beacon. And I meet this humongous gigantor like monster. I forget if it was an ogre or troll or whatever it was. He's basically the first official boss of the game, and I could not beat him. I took him like 12, 15, maybe 20 times. I put the game down. I come the next day, give it like 3 tries, nothing works. It doesn't work. I cannot beat this guy. So Anne just kind of sort of goes back and it says, oh, you just got to make sure you're going to fill up on you just move back away and then just attack him and move away and then just attack, move away. And it was so easy to do. And I could not do it. And then I turned down the difficulty. I did remember what she told me about beating it. I beat him. And that kind of got me a little motivated. I went and advanced. And recently I found myself again not playing it. It's just such a frustrating combat system. And I don't know. I mean, I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love the game. I love how you can customize your character. I love the characters themselves, the stories, the settings, the world, the lore. I love all of that. But I can't get myself to get into that combat schematic in order to just get that game beat. I can't. I don't know what it is. I try and try and try and try. And for the heavens, I cannot. But I want to go back. I want to go back at it. And I want to go back at it hard. I want to go back at it with help. I'm going to go YouTube people who have been having issues with the combat mechanics. I want to get this game to a point where I can understand the mechanics to a point where I don't even have to think about the mechanics and then just go at it and do it. And these aren't the most complicated mechanics. And, well, I don't know. I'm the reason that I want to go back is because of Dragon Age Inquisition. I want to play Dragon Age Origins, and I do not have Dragon Age 2, and I want to play both those games. Dragon Age 2 is much easier in terms of its combat mechanics. I want to play that game. I saw Noah play that game. He loves that game. He actually prefers it over Dragon Age Origins, and I do not blame him because of the combat mechanics. They're so stripped down. They're easier. They're much better manageable. You don't have to think about so many things. It's sort of like a checklist of things that you have to do and sort things. And sometimes, like I said, they don't always follow the instructions. So I don't know what to do. But the combat mechanics here actually are a lot more easier, a lot more better. And I would totally love to go back into those games because I'm watching a lot of stuff from Inquisition, and my friends are just bonkers with that game, and I want to play Dragon Age Inquisition. But however, I cannot bring myself to get Inquisition without going through the other games. It's sort of like playing Mass Effect 3 without playing Mass Effect 1 or 2. There's an option to do a similar thing where you could get like this digital booklet or something, and you could pick the decisions, and that'll basically just create a save file, I think what it is, or it'll create like a code. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it works, but it works similar to the Genesis in Mass Effect. And I do not want to have a little book have to dictate all the decisions. I want to play through the game, and I want to run into the decisions myself, and then after that, I will go ahead and face those decisions myself. That's the game I would go back and finish. The thing is that the game, I feel I'm so far behind. I don't even ever reach the halfway point. I don't even reach the fourth way point. So when I go at it, I'm going at it hard. Another game I want to go back and finish is The Witcher. And that's because The Witcher 3 is coming out, and I do want CD Projekt Red to succeed. The Witcher 3 looks amazing. I like The Witcher. I just reinstalled The Witcher. It plays. I have an outdated computer, but it plays. I also own The Witcher 2, and I am getting my computer hooked and ready. I'm getting parts for it. I got a CPU for it. I know which video card I'm going to get for it, and which case. I have sort of an idea which case I want to get for it. But Witcher 3, I cannot bring myself to just waiting. I have to play Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. And Witcher 1 is very similar in terms of Dragon Age, in terms of like the kind of mechanics. It's sort of like a stripped down, easier Dragon Age. That's what I feel. I feel as though when I play as Geralt, and the abilities that I use with Geralt, and the combat mechanics and the advancements trees, I get a lot of satisfaction from this. I feel like I'm playing a game like Dragon Age. However, I am not caught just frustrated because of the combat mechanics. I could take some things to give me a buff. I can switch between a quick stance, a group stance, a heavy stance, and the mechanics are far less stressful, and the story is just as enjoyable. I do want to keep on playing, and the games do get better. And I honestly, for Wild Hunt, for the third game, it's looking like it's going to be CD Projekt Red's most ambitious project. My friend Victaru advised me not to pre-order things, but he's considering pre-ordering through GOG, because GOG and CD Projekt Red are just tied to the bone, and they are offering so many pre-order bonuses that it's almost kind of like a travesty not to do it. I'm going to sort of kind of work my way through it. If I don't see it's too worth it, I will. However, I will get it through Steam. If not, I'll get it through GOG and play it on Steam and whatevs. Now, the game that I would not ever go back to play, a game that to Showdown says, you have no regrets about not finishing. That is an easy one. Alternativa. Alternativa is another, it's an adventure game, sort of along the lines of, kind of sort of like Siberia, The Longest Journey. By the way, that's another game that I want to get, The Longest Journey. I am currently playing it as well. However, I'm having this problem with it setting up on full screen. Trust me, I've tried almost everything and I cannot get that game to run. But anyway, besides the point. Well, here's the thing. Alternativa is this really cheap game. It looked interesting, but I started to play it, and the game is so frustrating. I mean, you play this character, and he's the dullest character I've ever seen. And I'm running into places, and you point and click, and you're going from one place to another, and you're finding objects. And these objects, I cannot, for the love of me, advance in that game. I'm clicking, I was like, oh, you gotta go to this location. Oh, you found this object. Now you could use this, mix it with this. You could use this, and then you use this, you mix it with this. And it's a very, very one of those traditional, like, Sierra-ish kind of games. Streamed myself playing with that, and I honestly was so lost so early. And then what bothered me the most is that whenever something you couldn't do with your character, he just had the most snarkiest things. You do this, waste of time. You do this, waste of time. Waste of time. I'm not going to do that right now. No. Can't do that. No. Waste of time. He kept saying waste of time when I was trying to get him to do something. Motherfucker, I'm telling you what to do. You don't tell me that you won't do. You don't tell me what to do. Are you serious? Really? He just kept telling me, no, 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 I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't want to do this. And this guy, the characters, and I mean, the setting was okay. It's a very futuristic time. It's just not that good, not very good. I mean, if there's someone in the world that has heard of Alternativa, then you know what, go for it. I am not good at these point and click and go there and then go there and then wait half an hour till the character gets to the other side, further down the street to get to the other pre-rendered setup there. Now add that with the frustrations of figuring out where you have to go. Add to that a lame character that tells you in your face constantly, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm not gonna help you. No, I can't do that right now. And he's so unlikable. Nobody likes him. I don't like him. I don't even remember the guy's name. And I don't want to remember the guy's name. Alternativa, you had one chance to impress me. You didn't. I'm sorry. I tried. I got stuck. My viewers on the live stream weren't. Even Anne, who is a judge of character when it comes to adventure games. I hope that one day she decides to start doing a Let's Plays for adventure games. And I think she's very interested. I'm going to show her how to do it. Let me just say this from the bottom of my heart. If the person who plays adventure games more than anything tells you, oh my god, that game looks like such a piece of crap, listen to that person. That person is the person that wants to help you more in the world. Give up. Don't play that game anymore. And that's what I did. And that's my answer. So, thank you, Xiao Down, for submitting that. I'm going to also add the link to the self.truegaming subreddit. I'm going to go ahead first of all and save it here. I want to make sure that it doesn't go away. But anyway, this is basically what I'm going to be doing with these. So just answering the questions, and if you guys have any opinions down below, I'd like to continue the thread here down in the comments. So again, I'm going to just ask, what games do you want to go back and finish? What games do you have no regrets about not finishing? Let me know down the bottom as well. Thank you so much for listening, and let me know what you guys think about the new audio quality, and let me know if you guys, I don't know, prefer me louder or lower. I don't know, just tell me. I'm using Audacity. Cubase is a freaking monster. I feel like I need at least a bachelor's degree to use Cubase. That's like music production software. I just want an application to record myself, and it's working just fine. I'm looking at it right now. Hello, Audacity, I love you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you like this, like, subscribe, and as always, my name is Fico, and that was my gaming mind. Peace out, guys.